Well, by now you've probably done cruised through all of the online videos showing you how to do, or at least they claim to tell you how they do the HD conversion. If you're anything like me, I left with more questions after watching these videos than any answers. The intent of this video is to show you the part that most of these other videos are leaving out, which is how to modify the original OEM brackets, both using the 2500 and your original 1500 brackets, and how to modify them. How to cut them, where to cut them. I found about 4 or 5 different ways of doing this install, and the way I'm going to show you hands down has to be the simplest, easiest, and cleanest way of doing the install. We're going to start this video with the grille and bumper already removed. If you're unfamiliar with the grille and bumper removal, there are plenty of videos out there showing you just how to remove the bumper and grille. Jump to one of those, watch that, come back, and we'll pick up. For those of you that already know how to get the bumper and grille off, let's begin. In this video, you'll see the 2 original 1500 frame brackets. These are going to be the only brackets we're going to keep and reuse in this install. With your original 1500 brackets now removed, we are ready to perform the first modification. For this, you will need a speed square and awl. Place your speed square's base to the bottom of the bracket. This will be our beginning point. Slide the speed square to where the side aligns with this inside corner. This will represent the section we will be removing. Now that we have the section to be removed laid out, score this line with your awl. Go to the other side of the bracket and perform the same steps. Once you have both lines, left and right, laid out, go to the top with your straight edge and connect these 2 lines. This will ensure that our cuts are square. Place the bracket into a vise or have some method of keeping the bracket steady. A quick tip of using a cutoff wheel is to score your line first before you dig in and start cutting. This will help keep the blade from walking off track. Now that you have both sides and the top cut, take the bracket and flip it over so that we can cut the bottom. Just like the top, find a straight edge and connect both side lines. Score the line and make the cut. Your modified frame brackets should now look like this. At this point, it is a good idea to have chassis paint on hand. Coat all bare metal to prevent rusting. The only other bracket that will require modification for this install is the original 2500 bumper mounting bracket. To accomplish this, we will be extending the already slotted bracket slots down 3/4 of an inch. These slots will need to be moved down towards the bottom of the bracket. So let's begin. Find center of the 3 slots in the bracket and mark them with a pencil. With a straight edge, align these marks from top to bottom and draw a straight line down towards the bottom of the bracket. we are going to use this line to make and drill our first holes. Now, with our lines marked, we are going to take our speed square and measure from the bottom of the hole down along this line 3/4 of an inch as shown. When you find 3/4 of an inch from the bottom of the existing hole, mark this. This will be where we drill our first hole. Using a small bit, establish your pilot hole. Go up 2 bit sizes until you reach the same diameter or width of the existing hole. Now, with your extension holes established, we will need to connect them using a cutoff wheel. Once connected, your modified bumper bracket should now look like this. Now paint and install these brackets directly to the bumper assembly. A good starting point is to take the bracket and slide it all the way up before securing the 6 bolts. Your 2500 bumper brackets will now mate up perfectly to your 1500 frame brackets. You're good to do the install. Here's a quick look of everything mated up and how it should look. Gotta say, it's starting to look pretty badass. Now that we got the bumper on, this is the time you'll get it aligned, and we're going to go in and put our side braces in. For the side braces, both passenger and driver side, use the 2500 side brackets. For this, you will use the 1 hole on the bumper bracket, and you will use the very end hole on the side frame bracket. The second hole will not line up. Your options are to leave just the 2 bolts, which is very sturdy, or you can drill out your second hole and secure your second nut. Personally, I am going to drill out the second hole and utilize that second nut. That's just how I do things. But for now, it's time to put this back together and roll. Well, that's it. Grill's in, bumpers adjusted, fog lights in. Hope this video helped you guys. I certainly know that I could have used it when I was looking at doing this conversion. Hope to see you out on the scene.